Question 1. If you could prioritise one area where you would improve student engagement, what would it be?
I think one of the easiest and more common ways for people to get involved with the union is through clubs and societies. I mean, there are obviously lots of ways, but I think clubs and societies is a very easy one and very, very enjoyable. And I'd like to see several improvements come into clubs and societies. Make sure that people are very aware of what they are, what they do, and that they are actually part of the union and not part of the university. I think more people need to try and get involved with things, particularly sports and various recreations, but not everyone is always keen on sort of the competitive element of all sports. There might be lots of people who enjoy football, cricket, rugby, but not necessarily want to play competitively with the book. So one thing I'd like to do is more sort of fun-based recreational sports for students.
Question 2. What 3 issues do you believe the union should be campaigning on next year?
There are quite a few important issues at the moment. I think what the most important issue at the moment is certainly campaigning to improve the general standards of education for students, and generally the idea of good value for money. Obviously, you pay a lot of money for tuition fees these years, and we want to see more for that, not less. With some of these staff cuts and the ending of courses is obviously very bad news. That's something I think we need to campaign against. Obviously, I also feel that some of the environmental issues are quite important, and again, sort of something that could be easily overcome. There's lots of recycling facilities already on some of the campuses and on student accommodation, and I think that's something that we should also be campaigning for. And a further one I'd quite like to see is perhaps improved transport around the campuses, universities.
Question 3. You're running for the new post of faculty-based vice president, requiring you to be the lead student representative in one of the 4 faculties. What actions will you take to define this role?
I think it's quite important as a vice president in this new role as a faculty sort of figurehead with the student union. I think one of the most important things that a VP can do here is maintain a sort of a really good presence around the campuses and around the particular schools of those faculties. And obviously, with that, making yourself more approachable to all the students involved. I think it'd be very, very good to try and work with students where possible on one-to-one basis, and where there are any sort of general issues which are common issues, then to try and find solutions to overcome these general issues.